In an exclusive interview with Signature TV, the Commissioner for Information, Aka Ezeaka, detailed the administration's accomplishments over the past year, including the recovery of dormant government properties to boost economic growth. According to the Commissioner for Information, Governor Peter Mbah has made significant strides fulfilling his promise of an all-inclusive government.
His Excellency came, and 180 days after he assumed office, there was water in Enugu. There was joy, there was elation. People could attest to the fact that water had come to the city. It was a litmus test to tell the people that he was ready for governance. So he provided water all through. Then, I wouldn't like to go into details, so let me give you just a capsule of what he had done.
The Commissioner for Transport, Dr. Obi Ozo, said there are plans to revamp the transport sector, including the purchase of SUV buses to improve public transportation.
Today being the 27th of May 2024, the Enugu state government did a second batch of the compensation exercise that is ongoing, and that is for the people that were affected by the ongoing development in the state, especially the transportation infrastructure project happening in 4 locations in the state. The first one being the Holy Ghost Terminal, then the Gariki, Ababa, and Soka. And today, more than a dozen companies and individuals came to collect their compensation. A lot of these compensation are not small money, but the state government wants to ensure that these people are well sorted so that they continue their businesses. And also, some of the businesses that are not suited to come back to those sites, they have already submitted their CFOs and other different documents, and the type of business, a business profile of what they do, and the photographs of the scale of their business, and the state is working closely with them to find them permanent sites that will allow their businesses to thrive.
The Commissioner for Transport, Dr. Obi Ozo, said there are plans to revamp the transport sector, including the purchase of SUV buses to improve public transportation.
So we are going to have over 150 buses. And what we now want in the state is to have a world-class transportation where it does not cause any havoc. There is no insecurity to it, and is affordable. That's why we use CNG. CNG saves 64% of the fueling cost. On each of the CNG buses we have already bought, it will save 31.5 million per bus compared to if it was fuel or diesel. 31.5 million per bus per year. That is that discount you will be able to pass to our citizens. And you think of this transportation safety. There is a lot of insecurity everywhere in this country. These buses have trackers, they have cameras, and we will actually know who is in this bus. And we also put in security personnel inside each bus. So when you are riding to your house or your area, you can actually have peace of mind.
The Bishop of Enugu Catholic Diocese, Callistus Onaga, described Governor Mbah's government as a government in a haste, highlighting its achievements in the past 12 months. Speaking at a Thanksgiving Mass at the government's house chapel to mark the 1-year anniversary of the government, he emphasized that the administration has kept its promises since taking office.
It's just possible for you to do this in under 12 months. What will happen after 24 months? 2 years. You're just 1 year in office. I don't know, there are so many other plans. I can't enumerate them. We don't even have the time. But these things are working. And that is why we're thanking God and believing with you that tomorrow is here. We are experiencing it.
A human rights activist, Larry Oguego, commended Governor Mbah's administration but highlighted areas needing attention.
So he has grand plans. You know, when you look at the nodal transportation hub and all of that, you see that, yes, he has very grand plans that obviously cannot be actualized in 1 year. But what I see also is that he's making progress towards those plans. I would rather suggest that while we look at the grand plans, you know, the nodal transportation system, the smart schools, and all those beautiful ideas. We should also look at the small problems and begin to think of how to fix them. Because sometimes when people wait for these grand projects and they don't manifest quickly enough, they think you're not doing anything. So my recommendation is that while the governor, for instance, is thinking about the smart schools, we should also think about how to improve education in the regular schools. We're thinking about how to get water everywhere. We should think about how to probably roll out the water solution, one region or one area in Enugu at a time.
A member of the All Progressives Congress in the state, Felix Ebubeago, praised the government's response to Enugu's challenges, but urged a review of the increased tax burden on poor citizens.
So in this administration, there is a clear demonstration by Barrister Peter and by the governor of Enugu State to address some of the issues that citizens expect a government to address. In terms of rehabilitation of roads, he's taking all roads all around the 3 zones of Enugu, and he's touching on them, and the masses are feeling the impact. And at the same time, I observe that this regime is very hard on tax and taxations. The taxes are very hard. For instance, if you want to register a deed of assignment, you will pay about 4,000 naira according to the opinions, 4,000 naira per square meter. So if you are buying a land at 500,000 naira, you will use about 2 million naira to register it.
He said it is humongous. He said it is disruptive. He didn't hide anything. He said it's going to be business unusual. I think I'm saying that he did not hide anything. He said it all, but it was damn difficult for anybody to believe, because we've seen government, we've seen governors, we've seen politicians make promises, and where, before you finish saying Jack Robinson, the tenor would have come and gone and nothing to show for it. But
with the effort of the present governor, you can see things for yourself. I believe I'm looking forward to a successful hosting of the National Sports Festival. From what I'm seeing now, right now I'm going to the stadium at least to go and mark some of his achievements in terms of sporting facilities.
Speaking at a sports event in Enugu, the Deputy Governor for Osun State, Kola Adewusi, praised the Enugu State government for its achievements in the area of sports.
As a journalist, you know the antecedent of Enugu State, the number of national and international athletes they have produced, and with the effort of the present governor, you can see things for yourself. I believe I'm looking forward to a successful hosting of the National Sports Festival. From what I'm seeing now, right now I'm going to the stadium at least to go and mark some of his achievements in terms of sporting facilities.
Reassuring the people of his continued investment in sports, Governor Mbah said the government is enhancing the sports infrastructure in the state to prepare Enugu to host the 2026 National Sports Festival.
Development and implementation of strategies to build human capital, which will extend formal coaching to our youth as early as possible. One can only imagine the job creation potential when we have coaches for up to 20 priority sports across our 774 local governments. I admit that these challenges are not necessarily easy to surmount, but if we deliberately set out thinking about them today with a firm resolve to devise solutions for them, I am confident that we will achieve our goals.
In the last 1 year, Governor Mbah has shown his readiness to bring development to Enugu State through a number of completed and ongoing projects in the state, and his mantra, "Tomorrow is here." Yet, the public continues to call for a more humane approach to governance to ensure social justice.